What's up, observers? This is my take on the Trump and Elon situation. That situation was never going to work. These are two big men, well, big egoed men that are on the top of their game. One is the most powerful man in the world, one is the most wealthy in the world on paper. The problem with both of them is they always lead with their ego. So eventually they were going to clash on some level. Now, I do understand both perspectives. Elon has put his businesses on hold and taken a hit to his bottom line and his reputation. To be honest, the Democrats are the ones who really buy EV vehicles and sign into the whole environmental protection aspect of his business. So the minute he sided with a Republican and helped put a Republican in office, he was going to endure some problems and all the criticism in the press, only to leave and find out that some of his benefits are going to be removed, and that what he initially wanted to do as far as cutting the deficit, he didn't really even make a dent. So his suffering and the problems that he's going to endure in the future from his board and his shareholders and just his regular consumer base for the next couple of years is going to be a huge problem for him. Now, did he just blurt out foolishness like a child? Yes, he did. But he's also always been adolescent in that area, childish in that area, just like our current president. There's many things I like about Trump, but childish and petty, he is. He is. He absolutely is. There's no reason for him to be going back and forth with Elon on the internet, and you're the president of the United States. It's small and it's silly and it's beneath the office. Now, I understand Trump's position as well. He's like, yes, you're on my cabinet. Yes, you did aid in me getting here, but I got here off of my own steam. And I have to do what's in the best interest of the country. I can't do what's in the best interest of Elon and Elon alone. So there is a standoff there that was always in the making. They were never going to get along. And Elon is a person that has his way 90% of the time, and Trump wants his way 99% of the time. He wants one no out of 100, and that is his mentality. And that is something that can benefit us, but it can also hurt us as well. That relationship was never going to work, and they need to part companies and go their separate ways and stop trashing each other on the internet. It looks stupid. It is stupid. And then more stuff is coming out about Elon having actually getting punched in the face by one of Trump's advisors. So there was a lot of things behind the scenes, and it sounds like Elon, and it looked like Elon was overstepping his bounds. And Trump is one of those people that will use you to get to a certain point, but when you start being more trouble than you're worth, he'll discard you like yesterday's trash. And that he should. If you're going to be more trouble than you're worth, and I have to already deal with what's happening in Ukraine, what's happening with Israel, the situation with China, I don't have time to babysit people on my staff that want to sit there and throw blows at each other unnecessarily, acting like children. And we're supposed to be the leaders of the quote-unquote free world. My team is a part of the leadership of the free world. But there's a lot to be learned in this situation about giving people titles and positions that they're not qualified for. Elon may be a good businessman, but there's more than business. There's another element to running a country. There is a social element, as well as an economic element. All the drastic cuts that he wanted to chop and make, these are people's lives. These are people's jobs. These are people's situations. So it has to be handled delicately. We saw when he stepped into Twitter how he just chopped and got rid of a bunch of people, etc., etc., and he thought that would be the best route to go to. when you're dealing with the government and people and their families in a government setting. That cannot work. You have to slowly increment certain things. You have to cut back on things slowly and strategically. Big chops will not work in this situation. Wisdom has to be the principal thing. Wisdom has to be in the forefront of everything that's done when it comes on a government level, because blowback is serious. It's not just stock points like if it was your company that you can always manipulate and bring back up. This is a government. So I think Trump made a few mistakes by giving this man too much power too quickly and being bringing him too close too fast. And I'm thinking that Trump is learning from that situation about how fragile other people's ego is besides himself. So now he's created, by not creating distance, he's created another enemy, and a very powerful one, a very wealthy one that is in a position that can fund your enemies. One of the things that Elon has reportedly just said is reminding Republicans that Trump will only be in office for 3 years. He'll be around for a very long time. That is an open threat. That is an open threat to democracy in itself. This is Observe.